Are you someone who feels things really deeply? It can feel like a superpower one minute and an incredibly heavy weight the next. Well, today we're going to explore how you can keep that amazing power without getting crushed by all the emotions in the world. Let's dive in.
So, if you're watching this, I'm guessing you've felt it. That thing where you walk into a room and you instantly know the mood. Or your friend is hurting, and you don't just sympathize, you actually physically feel it in your own body. This is for you, the person who feels everything.
Let me just ask you, does this sound familiar? You spend an hour on the phone with a friend who's going through a hard time. You're trying to help, but when you hang up, you feel completely wiped out, like your own battery has been totally drained.
Or how about this one? You walk into a meeting, a family gathering, whatever, and before a single word is spoken, you just know. You can feel that unspoken tension, that sadness just hanging in the air. It's like your emotional radar is cranked up to 11.
And if all that feels familiar, then I bet you've asked yourself this exact question at some point. Is there something wrong with me? And I want to tell you the answer is a clear, absolute no. There is nothing wrong with you. Actually, it means you're wired for connection in a really powerful way. So look, the goal here isn't to build walls or become some cold, distant person. Not at all. It's about learning a brand new skill. How to care deeply without carrying the emotional weight that isn't actually yours to hold. To get there, we've got to understand what's actually going on inside our own heads. There's a real, science-backed reason you feel so much, and it all boils down to this huge difference between healthy empathy and what we call emotional absorption. You know, it's pretty wild how our own biology and our past work together on this. Get this, our brains have these things called mirror neurons. They're brain cells that literally fire up and mirror the emotions of people around us. Now, you mix that with maybe a childhood where you were always praised for being the sensitive one or the mature one, and bam, you've got the perfect recipe for feeling everything all the time. And what happens is this belief gets quietly hardwired into our nervous system. We don't even realize it's happening. It's like this little script running in the background of your mind that says, if they're not okay, I'm not okay. I need to fix this.
This is where we really get to the heart of it. Empathy, true, healthy empathy, is connection. It's saying, I'm here with you in your feelings. Your nervous system and their nervous system are separate, but connected. But absorption, that's when the boundary disappears. It's saying, I'm feeling this for you. And suddenly their emotions are flooding your system. One is sustainable. The other is a direct path to burnout.
Just take a second and think about this. When someone you really care about is upset, what's your very first impulse? Is it just to sit with them, or is it this frantic, almost desperate urge to make the bad feeling go away right now? That urgency, that's a key sign of absorption.
Now, absorbing all those emotions might look like incredible kindness from the outside. You might even be praised for it. But it comes with some serious hidden costs that can really take a toll on your own well-being. Let's break down what those are.
The first one, and the most obvious, is just this deep, bone-deep exhaustion. I mean, it makes sense, right? When your nervous system is constantly on high alert, trying to manage and regulate everyone else around you, it never, ever gets a chance to rest.
And we're not just talking about being tired. This shows up as brain fog, where it feels impossible to think clearly. It can even lead to feeling totally numb because your system is just overloaded. And this is a tough one, it can lead to this quiet resentment that you feel so ashamed of, that feeling of, why am I the emotional support for absolutely everyone?
The second cost is a little sneakier, but maybe even more profound. Over time, when you're so focused on everyone else, you start to lose touch with yourself. Your own feelings, your own needs, they just get drowned out by all the noise. Your whole internal script starts to flip. Instead of your inner voice asking, hey, how do I feel right now? What do I need? It's constantly scanning the room asking, are they okay? Oh no, are they mad at me? What can I do to make them feel better? And that constant outward focus slowly chips away at your ability to trust your own inner voice.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a lot. But here is the really good news. You can change this pattern. This isn't about doing some massive personality overhaul. It's just about learning some practical, gentle techniques to build the emotional boundaries you need to thrive.
So here it is, a 5-step toolkit you can start using today. Step 1, in the moment, just name it inside your head. This sadness belongs to them. This anger is theirs. Step 2, regulate your body. Before you do anything, drop your shoulders, take one slow breath.
Step 3. Replace fixing with presence. Instead of jumping in with solutions, just use a simple phrase like, "Wow, that sounds so hard." Step 4. Visualize. This is a great one. Imagine their emotion is like a storm cloud passing around you, not through you. And finally, Step 5. Create closure. After a heavy conversation, do something physical to tell your body it's over. Literally shake it out, go for a walk, just release what isn't yours.
And this, right here, this is the new mantra. This is the big reframe. It is not selfish to protect your own energy. In fact, it's the only way you can keep showing up with compassion for anyone in the long run. Choosing yourself doesn't mean you stop caring about them.
So let's bring this all together. It's really time to reframe this amazing sensitivity you have. It was never a weakness. It was never a flaw. It's a profound strength that just needs some boundaries so it can be sustainable. I really want you to let this one sink in for a second. Read it again. It was never your job to be a storage unit for everyone else's pain or fear or anger. You are allowed to put it down. This is your permission slip.
This tackles the #1 fear that people have, right? That if you set these boundaries, you'll become a colder, less caring person. But the exact opposite is true. When you're not completely exhausted from carrying everyone else's stuff, your capacity for real, genuine empathy actually goes up. And that's the ultimate goal here. Think about a huge, strong tree. It's connected to the whole forest through its roots, but it's grounded in its own spot. It can sway with the wind, but it doesn't get ripped out of the ground by every single storm that passes through. That right there, that's sustainable compassion.
So I'll leave you with this question to just sit with. Imagine all the time and energy you spend managing and caring the feelings of others. What if all of that energy was yours again, to use for yourself? What would you do with it? Who would you become? That person is waiting for you.